This video was just going to be about me building a small melon and pumpkin farm, but I got a bit carried away and didn't really know when to stop, so here's the video. So I wanted to make some more healing potions for my potion shop at spawn, so it makes sense to make a small melon farm. Why not grow some pumpkins as well, give me some food. Now rather than do it up here in my mountaintop base where I don't have a lot of space, I thought I'd build it down where my other farms are, and I decided to cut it into the side of this hill. Now any normal human being would have made a farm 9 blocks by 9 blocks like everybody else, but for some reason I thought I'd make one 4 times bigger than that, which is why I'm digging out this enormous hole. With the hole dug out, it was time to put down some hoppers to feed into the chests, dig out some channels, fill them with redstone torches, and then cover those with rails. Next I placed some downward facing pistons, a layer of soil and some water sources, and got to work planting the seeds. Next it was time to put down some observers and connect them all up to the pistons with redstone dust. I cleared some space at the side of the farm, placed down some chests which were fed by the hoppers, and at this point you can see the farm is actually working and producing melons and pumpkins, and if you watch closely you'll see them disappear as they're sucked up by the hopper minecart underneath. Next I thought it was time to start making this farm look a bit prettier, so I dug out some more space all around the sides and started putting up some glass and stone brick walls. I started laying down a path, but then realised I had a bit of a problem with the farm. The problem was the minecart kept getting stuck, and there were 2 reasons for this. One, there weren't enough hoppers to empty it quickly enough, so it was never fully emptying, and then it was getting so full that the powered rails weren't powerful enough to keep it moving. So this meant having to dig up a load of the rails, put down more hoppers and more powered rails to see if we could get things moving again. That seemed to do the trick, so I decided to make a quick trip back to spawn, being chased by a phantom there, so that I could pop to the library, pick up an enchanted book or 2 and power up some of my tools. That meant digging out these hallways was much easier and much quicker, and this is where things start to get a bit silly. I start decorating these hallways with ornate pillars, trying to make the roof look pretty, building overly elaborate staircases and obsessing about how they should look, more elaborate hallways, some lighting, and an observation platform so I could see what was going on at every level of the farm. And once I'd finished on the final hallway, it was time to start making a staircase up to the outside world. Then I finished putting a ceiling on the hallways and made a start on putting walls around the outside. As you can see, the netherwart farm is really close to the castle thing right now, and I really didn't like that, so I decided to break the whole thing down and move it. The thing is, where I'm going to put it? Well, I decided the only sensible place is inside the castle, and for that I'm going to dig out a huge room underneath where the farm is. And here I am, digging deep down under the farm, trying to make a staircase that looks half decent, being careful to go deep enough so that I don't accidentally break into the farm and ruin the whole thing. Then I started out digging a big room, the same dimensions as the room above. As you can see, this is a pretty big area and it took me far longer than expected. But once it was dug out, I could make a start on making the walls and the floor look decent, plus build a little staircase to get in and out. Then I turned my attention to, you guessed it, more pillars to make it look like the rest of the building on the inside, and some nice floor lighting. So I've created a bit of a problem for myself now because I've got this nicely finished room and all the nice lights and pillars and everything, but nowhere to put my netherwart farm, so I decided to make another room. Once I'd spent ages digging all that out, I rebuilt the netherwart farm in there. I still wasn't satisfied that this project was finished, so I started levelling out the area where I decided was going to be the front of the castle, extended the front of the castle, and put some battlements around the outside to make it look generally more castle-y. So if you're still watching after all that, then congratulations I guess. Please give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Oh, one more thing. Would you like any melons?